Por el amor de una mujer. Sin saberse comprender. Mucho no quiere nuestro amor.
Hi, welcome to Cooking with Amar. Today we're going to spend our time making salsas. I'm going to be making two kinds of salsa. There'll be one video for each one. Right now I'm preparing the salsa with, it's just going to be Chile Arbol, right? And garlic. Now I'm using 3 pods of garlic, 250 chilies. These are hot chilies, but when we make them, they lose some of the heat in the processing. If you look at the oil is dark color because I collected the leftover oil from the previous time and I added more oil to this. It's okay to do so because the oil will already be saturated with the garlic, which will be enriching the garlic flavor. So right now I am peeling garlic. That's about the worst part of this job. We're going to go ahead and fry it in the pan, first roast it, and then we're going to blend it. So when I'm ready to start, we'll be right back. In the meantime, I'm going to peel the garlic. I'm going to show you how to slice the garlic very quickly because you have to slice the garlic lengthwise, and that's how the process is done. And then we're going to blend everything. So when I finish, I'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, I told you I was going to show you how to quickly split these guys. This is a garlic press. It has 2 sections, one with holes and one with slice or slits. Okay. The one with the holes have a flat surface, so it causes the garlic to be squished against the holes and it comes out, in a sense, minced. This section has slits in it because the knives, those are little knives in there, and they will go inside these spaces. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start splitting all this garlic, and it's going to produce a lot more garlic than it looks like here. So I put them flat like that. That's one of the reasons why I cut them in half, so they have a flat surface. And you just go ahead and there we go. A nicely split garlic. If some are squished, that's okay, no problem at all. So let's go ahead. I can actually put more than one in here, so we can go multitasking. So let's go ahead and put as many like that. There you go. Now go ahead and squish them down, and as you can see, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish slicing these, and we'll be back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start roasting the chilies. Everything needs to be roasted so that it has a nice, delicious flavor. Now, some chilies I let the seeds remove. I remove the seeds. I remove the veins and stuff. But these are arbol chilies. You want that heat because the heat, it comes from the seeds and from the veins. There is heat in the rest of the chili, but most of it is in the veins and the seeds. So we want that to occur. So these are not exactly 50 because I didn't have a whole lot of chilies. I used them in another meal and I thought I did. But you want at least 50 of these guys. This is maybe about 49, 46 around there. So it's okay. But you keep moving around so they don't burn. If the chili burns, then what happens is that it turns bitter and you don't want bitter chili. So I'm going to go ahead and roast these and then we'll be right back. Okay, the chilies are ready. We're going to go ahead and add the oil. Now as you notice, I added the oil from the previous. You don't want to waste any oil. This is healthy oil. This is olive oil I'm using, and I'm going to go ahead and see how many garlic there pieces. I use my garlic slicer. I'm going to show that tool again while this is frying. We're going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of salt. One teaspoon of salt in this, and we're going to add more salt a little bit later. So 1 teaspoon of salt as it fries. And we're going to let it fry and get crisp, sort of like brown. Tools I'm using in this meal are my favorite tongs and my vegetable knife and my frying spoon. As you can see, you want to use a heat resistant spoon, and whenever you use non-stick, you want to use a wooden or plastic spoon. In addition to this also is whenever you're frying something like this, you want to use an old pan. As the pans, you start to use the pans, they start to get old, burnt, that sort of thing. You want an old pan. And fry these things. Chilies, you don't want them to get burned, they'll start exuding smoke, releasing smoke, and it can burn your lungs. So be careful. I have a little touch of it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish frying these, and you'll see that the garlic will turn slightly golden brown and they'll be crisp. And that's what our goal is, to get that to that point. Always stir it occasionally, making sure it's not burnt. Okay, moving back. Looking at this, you can see it's ready. So let's go ahead and put this in the pot. Let's take all the goodies out. Okay. It'll be hot, so you're going to let it cool for a few minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and get started again. I'm using my big food processor here, and as you've seen in my grinders video, this is a food processor that has multi-functions. This can make salsas, grind grain, grind a variety of things, and then there's this comes off, and there's another disc that goes on, which is a shredder and a slicer. So if you want to slice vegetables, potatoes, or grate, then you can do that. Now, we're going to go ahead and add the hot chilies. Okay. We're going to go ahead and add this. Now, I'm going to use the little pot holder because the pot bowl is slightly on the warm side. So go ahead and add this, oil, everything. And you see there's some goodies left behind. So let's go ahead and get all of that. Okay. And we're going to add a little bit more oil as we heat this. Now remember, I don't have to open this to do that. This locks perfectly, and this has an on-off position, so I'm going to put the on the on position. Remember, keep this closed so it doesn't fly up. Okay, so let's go. So grinding this is okay. So it's perfect. We don't have to add any oil. So I have a bowl already, a bottle already for this. As you can see, there's one over here. And we're going to go ahead and pour it back in the bowl. I made this before, but I thought I'd make another video on this. This is Arbol chili and garlic. So let's go ahead and add this in here and pour it. Okay, this is dripping, so I'm going to pour it separately in a different bowl. I'm going to go that route. Okay. Get all your goodies. Let that sit for a little bit. And I'm going to use a different method. I'm going to go ahead and use a spoon because I don't want to lose all that delicious oil. Okay, so this is narrow. So let's use a bowl like this. And pour it in. That's what I did last time too. Because you want to have control on pouring this in. You want it chunky, or you can have it fine. If it's fine, just let it run a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get all this goodies out. Okay. Looking at this, there's not a whole lot of oil. So let's go ahead, a little bit more oil. Because you want that flavor. Sometimes people want oil just for that. And then you add the second bit of salt, teaspoon of salt. I use the kosher salt because it adds a little bit of crunch. So that's 3/4 and then another quarter. So that's our chili and garlic in olive oil. Healthy as can be. You can use it for your toppings of various things. You can put it on tacos, you can put it on a regular meal. Whatever you want flavored with that. It's a delicious flavor. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching Cooking with Amar. This episode is Chile Arbol and garlic. Goodbye.